Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a bit about the new update, right? Because, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best updates we have ever gotten, especially in my time, to Dead by Daylight. This was such a great update. I mean, obviously, there's downsides, but there's downsides to every update. It's not like, every update will be loved by everyone, and every aspect will be loved by a person who likes the update, right? I like this update a lot. And that's, it's kind of ironic that I'm able to really test this update at all, because as you can see with some of my previous videos, I have 900 ping most of the games I play. If I play on my own servers, it is 600, but what's the difference, right? You're supposed to be at 40 to 60. What do you think, an extra 300 ping is going to be when you're 600 above the average? And, I mean, like I said, it's interesting that I was able to really even get an opinion on this update, and test the update out much at all, because, well, like I said, I'm not really a viable source for if the update's good or not. Not because I'm a last-gen console player, not because I have 3,000 hours and just naturally hate the game because of it, not because of anything like that. It's just, 900 ping is kind of a telling thing when you talk about your experiences. And, well, I like this update. I don't know what else to say. I guess I should get started with a few things on it, right? The biggest thing that I love a lot is the HUD shit. As you can see with the gameplay on screen right now, the Victoria and the Rebecca are both on gens, and it's telling me that they are on gens. It's telling them that I'm getting chased with the little extra things, although I'm the obsession, so that changes literally nothing. And it's telling me that this arena is cleansing or blessing a totem. That's my only big complaint or not even big, it's my only complaint, nitpick with the HUD system, is that it doesn't differentiate blessing a totem and cleansing a totem. I really wish it did, because that would be really cool. I mean, obviously you would know eventually if it's a cleanse or bless totem, but I still think it'd be cool if you knew someone was blessing a totem if they get interrupted, so they have boon perks. You could point to a totem or something that's hidden later on down the road. I think that'd give you a bunch of information that you normally wouldn't have as a solo queue player, right? But that's, like I said, that's my only complaint. I like everything else about the HUD system. It's really good, right? And the next thing that I want to mention is the wiggling, because for me, I found the way the wiggling works to be really inconsistent. And I don't know if it's because it was implemented with the idea of boil over in mind. Which, if that's the case, then yeah, go dev team. Put every single possible scenario into perspective when you're changing a core game mechanic that's not a perk or a power for anyone, right? Make sure that it won't be broken with other perks. But if you're not running boil over, hitting the grates, in my experience, does absolutely nothing. Even without Iron Grasp, which mitigates the boil over effect of the killer just flying back and forth, even without it, they go in a straight line when you hit the great skill checks. I don't see a difference usually when I do it. Sometimes they go a bit to the left more often, I guess, but that's about it. That's the only difference I noticed. I want it to be more obvious. And then one of the things I was suggesting, right, is because they made that change, what they could do is make boil over have the old great skill check wiggle effect. You can make it more stronger, so it excuses taking a perk slot to wiggle out 2 seconds faster. But at the same time, I don't know how behavior would work that, because boil over with breakout my boil over with breakout in that case would be kind of broken, and you'd probably wiggle out within 8 seconds, and it would not be healthy or fun for the game in any way. But it's just an idea. It would need fine tuning, But if you're going to change the wiggle system and basically put base kit boil over, you might as well change boil over to compensate for that. Because I don't really see a reason to run boil over now. Like I said, I don't see a difference, like, at all with the wiggling now, but, like, what's the point if I put on a perk and now they're just, I'm wasting a perk slot to make what should be working not working, right? Or make what should be not working working. Oh my god, I suck at English. You understand what I'm saying anyway. Like, that's one of the more bigger problems I have with this update, is just that the wiggling just feels strange. Like, it doesn't feel like it's doing what it's supposed to do. I don't think, like, obviously I don't think the killer should be, like, at a killer shack and then, like, next 5 seconds they're at the main building because I wiggle them all the way over there. Like, I don't think it should be like that, right? But I should at least see some difference between hitting a great and hitting a good skill check while wiggling. Because right now I just don't. There doesn't really. It's minimal at best and not there at worst, right? And I mean, that's about it for, I think, the quality of life changes, as far as I'm aware. The rest of the major changes were put in for, like, nerfing nerfs and buffing night, which, if you didn't know already, if you couldn't tell by both the gameplay in the background and from all my other videos, I don't play killer. I rarely do. And now that I have 900 ping, I don't want to play killer ever again. For some people, it's like, well, no, duh, obviously, right? I mean, killer is hell as it is. I'm not gonna sit here pretend like as a survivor main that killer is not hell. But with 900 ping, all those killer mains would, be like actually going through like the 7 stages of like grief or some shit, because like. This game is a whole different beast of unfair when someone's ping is so much higher than yours. Like right here, you can even see in this clip, like I tried saving him and the barn prop just didn't show up, and the second she hit me, I just fucking teleported like 5 feet forward. It's not a super fun world to be like at 900 ping, right? It just isn't. But that's not the point of this video. I don't want to get super sidetracked on that, because I can't really talk about the night buff, the nurse nerf. I can try and talk about the nurse nerf, because, believe it or not, many moons ago I was a nurse main, but like, I haven't played nurse. I don't really know what the difference is, like, in the buff. You know what I mean? Like, I know what the buff is. Her blink now counts as a special attack, so like, pretty much every fucking perk does not do anything now, which is good, right? You do not want to have synergy with her blinks, but now that means every single perk sucks with nurse. But it doesn't really bother me that much. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, it's what's the worst that could happen, right? Oh my god, how'd she miss that? Nurse is the best killer in the game. Like, I know for some people, they're like, is it Blight, is it Nurse? And it's Nurse. There's no question. I want to see someone put up a good argument to why, like, Blight is a better killer overall. Like, better for the game's health, I can understand, but better, like, as in, like, genuinely better? No. I keep getting sidetracked. The night buffs, from what I've heard from people like Scott and, I don't know, like Otts or something, what I've heard is that it's minimal, but it does make a difference. Kind of like the wiggle thing from that I mentioned earlier. And I mean, I'm all for it, right? Buff killers that are already like good. I mean, I personally have trouble with night, but like I said, I can't really talk anymore. I have 900 ping. So why am I even talking right now? But whatever, right? I'm guessing this is a unanimously good update. Like, most people agree with, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people like this update because it's just genuinely a good update. It's a step in the right direction. like all four of the things I mentioned for this update, the wiggling changes, the the solo queue like markings that tell you what like your teammates are doing, the night nerf or the night nerf, the nerf and the night buff. All of those are good things. If a killer is like generally conceived as weak, buff them like in a minimal way, to where like you can't really tell it's a buff, right? Like, or not can't really tell it's a buff, but like it makes a subtle difference that doesn't change much, but they're better because of it, right? And for nerf the shit out of her. I love Nurse, but get her out of here. We don't want to see Nurse, okay? For the wiggle changes, although I personally preferred the way it worked back in the day because it felt back in the day, like before this update, it felt rewarding to hit the grates because you'd wiggle off 1 second faster, and 1 second in the grand scheme of things isn't really that much of a difference, right? But I'm fine with them changing it. Make it easier to not get screwed over by perks like boil over, breakout, and all that, right? Make it easier, right? And I like how they took into consideration boil over, and like I said before, right? You can't really tell that there's a difference, so that's why boil over is still like there's still a reason to run it. But personally, in my opinion, if I were to complain about anything in this update, it would be that. I would say make it like base kit boil over, but make the skill checks like harder, back to how they originally were, and then remove the whole can't see hooks within 60 meters thing, because obviously, right? And then when you put on boil over, make it to where you wiggle out like a second faster, right? And you can't see hooks within like 60 meters of you. That I wish they'd just do that, because now I feel like boil over is just useless, because now you have base kit boil over, and I feel like that just they were trying to buff boil over, then they over buffed it with situations like RPD or Dead Dog, and then they nerfed it into the ground again, and now they nerfed it even further inadvertently. So I feel like they should just change it a bit so there's actually a reason to run it again. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. This update was just really good. I'm genuinely like surprised that this update was as good as it was. Like, because usually when you get mid patches, they are. Oh, I forgot to mention Eerie Crows. The map's good. I just wish they didn't move Killer Shack, because I'm not a fan of where it is on the map now, and I'm not really a fan of which way it's facing. If they're gonna keep it there, I want them to switch around like the doors, or move it back to where it was, like on the side of the map. I just feel like it looked better over there. It was just better where it was. I can understand why they moved it, because of the whole Eerie being a stupid map. It's just retarded before. But they tried fixing it. That's another great thing about this update. They tried fixing things that were broken in like one favor, and this could go for both Killer and Survivor, right? I mean, Killer more because like the night buff, the wiggle thing being changed, Eerie Crows, but they did a good job with Survivor too, right? With the solo queue buff, the nurse nerf, so nurse players don't have to see the word DC every 5 seconds. Sorry, nurse players. Yeah, this update is just really good. Like I said, I'm just surprised. I know I'm not used to good updates from Behavior. Right? Bravo, Behavior. Well done. If this is where like you're going in the future. Because I heard like they're nerfing Eruption soon and stuff like that, which will be, praise the Lord, hallelujah, a great day to come. Hopefully Dead Hard with that. I just hate Dead Hard. And yeah, just praise the day when that comes. If these are the updates they plan to get out to us for the mid chapters, because oh my God, wow, like this was just like a huge update in terms of like my confidence and behavior, and in terms of what people that play solo queue, people who hate going against this. Like this update was like tailor made for like most of the solo queue complaints, and well, them just sucking at making night. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, I can only say it so many times. This update is amazing. There's not really anything else I can add. It's just amazing. And like behavior, if you're watching this, Kote, anyone on the dev team, please make more updates like this. Please just keep it on this path. Keep it on the right direction. Maybe I think did they release a PTB for this update? I don't know. I don't think they did. No, they might have. I don't think they did for this update. But like, if you keep like doing updates like this and releasing it to the PTB, listening to the feedback, implementing the feedback appropriately, right, and then uploading it to live servers, this game will continue to live on a lot longer than it might be now. I don't know if the game's gonna die anytime soon, but if it is, updates like this will keep the fan base just get happy. More killers will keep the game thriving, and I can't really see the game if like the updates keep coming like this. Killers and survivors, the perks, all that are as good as this too. I mean, I don't expect it, but if it is, that'd be cool. It's it's great all. But this update is just great. Like, keep doing updates like this. I don't know how to say it over and over again. Like, I just don't know, right? Anyways, like I said, I can only say it so many times, so I might as well just end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends for more. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, y'all. Before the video ends, I just want to mention Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, now on all consoles. You should go play with them. Persona is amazing. I love Persona. Persona is like my baby, my child. Not really, because I didn't create it, but Persona is like my thing. So if you'd go play it, I will I don't know, I'll kiss you on the forehead. How about that? Okay. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.